Well, I appreciate you guys having me.
I mean, also arguably parade MVP.
Some would say. Some would say.
I mean, some would say.
I rallied pretty well.
Yeah.
Anybody saved that cooler?
The cooler is still around. I
It
don't
is?
know if any of the throw-up beers are around yet. But,
man.
Well, maybe bring it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Hey, I would love to.
It's a boss move.
Great night for you last night.
It was a lot of fun. It was a good win. It's always fun, when you can get a win like that with guys sitting out. So, yeah, we got a big one tomorrow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
On a night like that, how do you know what is the point where you know that you're going to have you're going to go off for something like 33?
To be honest, I don't really know half the time. Like the first half, I couldn't make a shot, and then got hot in the third and the fourth. So sometimes when you see a couple go in, your confidence goes up, and you just start letting it fly, and you got a little more confidence, and they start falling.
What's that role like? Because we were talking about Pete Pritchard earlier, and you kind of have a similar role where, you could be asked to come off the bench and then all of a sudden be, we need you to hit a couple threes. Or you could be sitting for a while and then it's like, all right, now it's a big three and you're coming off, you're cold, you hadn't got up your shot and it's your first shot. What's that role like to always having to be, stay ready so you don't have to get ready type role?
Well, that's exactly it right there. Just trying to stay loose on the bench. Whenever your number's called, you got to be ready to go in. Some nights you might play 10 minutes. Some nights you might play 35 like last night. So you just got to be ready for whatever's asked of. And, we know our roles, and that's what makes us great is we're all comfortable in doing what we have to do to help our team win.
Sam, so we've been talking ever since the playoff run last year where after the title it was immediately the Celtics were benefiting from teams being injured, or that they didn't beat anybody at full strength. And there's been a lot of national dialogue that has been trying to sort of pick holes in an argument about how this team is potentially dynastic. How much do you guys use that to fuel your attention to detail and focus as you go for a back-to-back?
Yeah, I mean, we're just focused on what's ahead of us, like each day by day. I mean, last year we were banged up too through the playoffs, so like we were just and we were just playing who was in front of us, and we can't control what injuries are on the other side of the floor. But I mean, it only took us 19 games to get it done last year, so I don't know if it would have mattered if teams were fully healthy or not.
More pressure to win it the first time or to repeat?
I feel like repeating is probably more pressure, just because nobody really knows how to do that on our team. Nobody's experienced that outside of Drew of being the defending champ, so. It's been a learning curve for all of us this year, just learning how to deal with the different types of pressures and expectations. So it's been good, though. It's been a lot of fun.
You talk about guys knowing their role, and I attribute a lot of that to my guy, Jiu-Jitsu Joe, the best coach in the NBA. What does he do as a coach? Because basketball is so unique, it's so different, to get guys to buy in to their roles. What separates him, in your opinion, from everybody else?
Well, he's unique. He does things a different way. I don't know if against the grain is the right word, but it's in a different way. But if you want to play, you have to buy into a role. And if you're wanting to go rogue and do things that aren't asked of you, then you're probably not going to play. And that, if once you buy in and he gets your trust, it usually is good, But like he'll show clips of soccer, he'll show clips of UFC, he'll show clips of killer whales attacking a seal. That type of stuff is interesting, but he somehow is able to relate it to basketball. So
you got to get him some footage of Wiggy attacking an appetizer too.
What's the oddest thing that he has shown you guys from a motivation standpoint?
Man. I mean, he must love the Nature Channel, because we've seen a few videos of like a lion attacking a gazelle, or like I said, the killer whale attacking a seal. All that stuff he's able to tie back into basketball, which kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, which I guess it always is fresh. I guess that's a good way to say it.
Do you attribute a night like you had last night, when you said you started off a bit cold and then you got things going, to him and his ability to give you confidence maybe when you need it?
Sure. I was still playing a lot of minutes, even though I wasn't necessarily making shots. I was trying to do other things on the floor, and so he has a lot of trust in me when I shoot the ball on that side of the floor. And my teammates were finding me when I was open, and then guys were just telling me to keep shooting, and that's what you got to do sometimes when you're working through a slump like that.
We talk a lot about Jason Tatum getting the recognition that he deserves around the rest of the league. Do guys on this team feel like he's undervalued, underappreciated around the league?
Well, he's definitely not underappreciated on our team, that's for sure. But around the league, I think he gets some unwarranted hate for whatever reason that may be. I mean, if you look at his resume, it speaks for itself. He's done a lot in this league, and it's hard to deny, how good he is, and he makes everyone around him better, which makes him really good.
Preach. He's the face of the league. Preach.
Wiggy anointed him that years ago. So, nickname-wise, what do you choose? He talked about nicknames the other day. What do you call him?
For Jason?
Yeah.
I just call him JT.
Okay,
that's it. I heard what do you call
taco?
Taco.
What's the taco thing about?
Yeah,
I think he just likes tacos.
He likes tacos.
I mean, there it is. Sam, so you were on the floor, near the floor, when a player nearly died. LeBron James, I mean, how scary was that to see that shot he took on Saturday
From
night?
Tatum, too.
I mean, it was awful.
Not much
Hard
to say
foul.
about it. Yeah.
Hard foul.
We all saw it.
Yeah,
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Is it weird? Is it weird growing up and watching somebody like LeBron play, and I assume admiring him, and then being on the court with him? Is that?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of I think more so my first couple of years, it was kind of like a surreal moment. And it's obviously, you get out there and you compete against a guy, it feels different. But a guy like him is, been the face of the league for 20 years now. So it's pretty cool to experience that. But, I'm glad we got the win the other night against them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right. We're glad too.
Right.
So, all right. Well.